Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who is pretty good at pissing into a Gatorade bottle in the dark. I'm here to talk about Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland, main event of the evening, and a damn good one. These guys are both still in the mix. I don't know their rankings. I never write it down, but you know they're up there. I mean, Jared Cannonier is coming off a title fight, and Sean Strickland's coming off a fight to the guy who is the champion now. So they're up there. They've got all their losses inside the UFC. Sean Strickland's 25-4, 12-4 in the UFC. Jared Cannonier is 15-6, 8-6 in the UFC. So again, all their losses are at the UFC level inside the octagon, and they're very good fighters. Strickland's been finished twice. His last one by Alex Pereira, which, I mean, there's no shame in losing to that guy. He's the champion, but I feel like there's a little shame in how Strickland fought. I know he's heard it. I know he's never stopped hearing it since the fight, but I really wish he would have at least faked the takedown. Anyway, he also was finished by Zaleski dos Santos at welterweight. Zaleski, always a solid welterweight, hit him with a spinning wheel kick in round one, put him on rubbery legs and got him out of there. Kamaru Usman beat him by decision, largely dominant fight, and Santiago Ponzinibbio outpointed him pretty steadily. Even though Sean Strickland was in there and hit a takedown, believe it or not. But Sean Strickland, those are his 4 losses. His 12 wins inside the octagon. They're over some very good opponents. At middleweight, Jack Hermanson, Uriah Hall, Christoph Jocko, Brendan Allen. And at welterweight, he's got some wins over Court McGee, Tom Breeze, Nordine Taleb, etc. He did move up, obviously, from welterweight to middleweight. And Jared Cannonier, even though he's a natural-looking middleweight, he moved down from heavyweight. When he started his UFC career, he was in heavyweight. I'll get to him. He's got 15 wins, 6 losses. His 6 losses, again, all in the octagon, 2 via KO, 4 via decision. The 2 knockout losses are to a heavyweight and a light heavyweight. Big Sean Jordan, who is a monster. It's the guy that knocked out Derek Lewis, beat him twice, and he also was knocked out by Dominic Reyes, who, in his prime, which wasn't that long ago, but he was one of the best light heavyweights in the world. It's no longer the case, but still, when everything was firing on all cylinders for that guy, he was a problem for anybody at light heavyweight, and certainly for Jared Cannonier. Just got him out of there early with an uppercut. And aside from that, Jared Cannonier's only lost to really good fighters who've been able to outpoint him. Israel Adesanya did it on the feet. Robert Whittaker did it on the feet and knocked him down badly, hurt him in the end of that fight. And he also lost to Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira, 2 of the top light heavyweights. So his wins have gotten better with age, by and large. He lost to 2 of the best current light heavyweights, Glover and Jan, 2 of the best current middleweights, Izzy and Whittaker, and also 2 of the best, former light heavyweight and former heavyweights there, Sean Jordan and Dominic Reyes. Did I just say Sean Jordan was one of the best heavyweights? He wasn't, but he was a heavyweight, and that's enough. And he's a unique heavyweight, very athletic and very dangerous. So, since moving down to middleweight, Jared Cannonier immediately turned a corner. Right when he moved down to middleweight, took out David Branch and Anderson Silva, took them out with strikes, kicked Anderson Silva, and damn near, I thought he broke his leg with a kick. But Jared Cannonier became a problem instantly at middleweight. His power is visible, and, it was proven when he knocked out Jack Hermanson in round 2 that I could say that's his best win. Might be Kelvin Gastelum. I know Hermanson beat Kelvin Gastelum, so there's that, but whatever. Either way, he's shown to be one of the more powerful strikers in the middleweight division. It's pretty obvious. He's definitely got a power advantage over Sean Strickland. It should be pretty evident, especially early on in this fight. But down the stretch is where things get interesting. If Cannonier's not able to get Sean Strickland out of there, I think Sean Strickland, with his volume pressure style, I think he takes over the fight. Now, Cannonier, he's got the concussive knockout power, but he's also got destructive leg kicking power. And I think that's his key to victory here. He's got to chop down Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's a guy who, especially if he fights like he did against Pereira, marching forward with his hands up, bopping up and down like BJ Penn when he fought Frankie Edgar. It wasn't that bad, the tippy toe thing, but still, it was pretty bad. Just like, what are you doing? Anyway, if he's vulnerable at all for leg kicks, Jared Cannonier, I think, takes the fight via leg kicks. I think whether or not he crumbles to a leg kick, the leg kick will lead to the victory in one way or another. So Jared Cannonier's got to work that early. He is a little shorter, but he's got longer reach with his arms anyway. So these guys are very physically similar, and Jared Cannonier, if he wants to make it a leg kicking fight, he should have no trouble implementing that early. Sean Strickland, though, if he's able to survive against Jared Cannonier and his power early on, I do think he's winning the fight down the stretch. I think he's winning later. I can't say he's going to get a finish later, even though I'm going to bet on it because I'm a degenerate. But my hunch would be that Sean Strickland's volume and pressure is too much for Cannonier, and he steadily outpoints him and makes gains with each round. Just goes that way. Trends toward the Uriah Hall fight, which they're different fighters, but Uriah Hall is similar to Cannonier. They're both cocked and waiting for that knockout power, but they tend to slow things down in between knockouts, the knockout attempts, I should say. They're not the most active guys, and that's why in a point battle, I heavily favor Sean Strickland. I think Cannonier would have to hurt him to win any round. He's not going to be winning the volume battle. So if he wins a decision, he's got to hurt him on multiple occasions. And if Jared Cannonier's hurting someone, he's probably finishing him. The only guy to go the distance with him as of late was Kelvin Gastelum. Before that, I think it was Iwan Cutelaba way back when, which was a good performance from Jared. That was him outlasting Iwan Cutelaba, weathering the storm and outlasting him. But, I think Jared Cannonier gets a finish early, or Sean Strickland wins a decision later, or potentially a TKO later. I'm going with Sean Strickland. I think Sean Strickland's going to be able to survive and take over in the middle of this fight and really start to take over down the stretch. My bets are Sean Strickland by decision plus 210. And then after that, finish props. I played Jared Cannonier, KO rounds 1 and 2, plus 700 and plus 900. And Sean Strickland by finish TKO rounds 3, 4, and 5, plus 2,000, plus 2,800, and plus 5,000. Now, my prediction is he wins a decision, and I just blew money on all these prop bets. But I still find them juicy because I have it in my head that's how the fight goes. Cannonier's dangerous early. Strickland pulls away towards the end. So I may as well try to capitalize on these juicy odds. As for the under, it's set at 4.5 rounds, even money for the under. There's something there because it covers just about every prop, but I'd rather play the specifics and get the juicier value. And as a hedge, I guess you'd say, I have Sean Strickland winning by decision at plus 210. That's become the hedge for the prop bets. And I didn't put much money on any of these, just small little sprinkles, a little more on the Strickland decision line. But I'm confident in my assessment of the fight. I think Cannonier is much more dangerous, certainly early on. Strickland will pull away later, and unless he gets rocked, he's going to be winning the volume battle. All right, that's it. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos. Don't forget to comment below. Leave me. I just love the comments. Comment your favorite fucking color. I'll respond. All right, have a good one.